Hi, I'm Corey Creed, and in this video I want to share with you exactly what the Google Plus SEO testing network that I created is all about. And even more importantly, I want to help you to decide whether this is something you want to pay attention to or maybe even get involved in. Because I personally think that for most marketers, this is an opportunity that can actually affect your bottom line, this information from this network, okay? But before we get started, let me explain to you a little bit about how this all started. Much like you probably, I've been in internet marketing a while. I started back in about 2002. I was working for a buddy of mine that did some e-commerce, and back then a little search engine named Google was starting to take market share from the big boys, Alta Vista and Yahoo. Some of you go back that far and you remember that. In fact, if you remember, in 02 and 03 is about when Google AdWords started, and a lot of us jumped in, did a bunch of stuff, and made a whole bunch of money. I made a bunch of money for a buddy of mine. In fact, so much that pretty quick after that, I decided I was going to leave and start my own business. And I did. I've been doing internet marketing and started my own business, Hippo Internet Marketing, since 2003. Now, back then, and maybe for you it's more recent, whatever, how did you learn internet marketing? How did you learn search engine optimization? Well, for many of us, we read the blogs, we followed the forums and got involved and asked questions. For me, I started with Jill Whalen and High Rankings, and eventually worked more with Webmaster World and PubCon with Brett Tabke, and followed the different stuff that Danny Sullivan was doing that eventually became, he moved on to Search Engine Land, still follow all that. But like you, if you tried to get more advanced and you really wanted to be on the cutting edge of search engine optimization and pay-per-click, the real power was when you started following the people that were testing this stuff, right? So I don't know about you, but I found the 2 or 3, 4 sources that actually have multiple domains, or maybe they've tested things on their own sites or their client sites, and they report back and explain what they've learned. Now, that data is so valuable because it gives you that edge over your competitors that aren't paying attention to that critical, smaller pieces of information. In fact, some of these testers have shown, you've probably seen this, that the things that the major blogs and the forums are talking about aren't even true. And when you figure that out and you direct your attention, your focus on the things that are actually working, it's what's helped me in my career and in my own sites too. I now own a whole bunch of e-commerce sites myself. We sell about $500,000 a year. It's not profit, a percentage of that is profit, but we have a small office, and those testing results have been so valuable for me. Now, fast forward to now. In the last 2 or 3 years, what's been really hot? Social media. And everyone's talking about it. And all the blogs and the forums are talking about social media. And I got involved in that too. These last couple years, I've been working with Jason Keith at Social Fresh. You've probably seen that site. I'm the director of training there. And I've gone to the conferences, Social Fresh conferences, PubCon conferences, Danny Sullivan's conferences, and they're all saying the same thing. And the blogs are saying this too. The Mashables, the Read Write Webs, you know, all of them. And even the SEO Moz and all of them, they're saying that search and social are so similar and so intertwined that basically you can't do one without the other anymore. Now, I don't know if I completely believe that, but I do know this, that everyone's saying that social is going to affect search. And more than ever, now that Google Plus has started, right? Google Plus is jumping into this game, and everyone is saying you have to get on Google Plus, you have to do things there because that's going to affect search engine results. But here's the deal, no one's testing it. I've searched far and wide, and these posts, they pontificate and they think this is going to happen and they expect this to happen in the future. But where is anyone testing this? Who's posting things on Google Plus and seeing whether it's affecting these search results or not? Who's monitoring this so that in the future when it affects it more, we know, and we know what to do? It bugs me. Okay, I'm just going to be honest about it. It bugs me. And so that's why I started this whole GPlusSEO.net. It's a network of people, and before I even started the website, I got 10 or 15 people that were interested in helping me with this. Because You can, for SEO, you can just own a bunch of domains and do different things on them. But with social media, you can't really do that, right? You can build fake profiles, but they're going to be weak. So we need a group of people that are willing to try different things. They're willing to post, maybe several people post the same message, and then we check on Google to see which ones of those messages rank better than others and why. We check the differences between them. Maybe we plus one something or plus one something else, and we see how much of a difference that makes in the rankings. Maybe we check to see how much Google stuff is showing up in the search engine results, actual Google results. Maybe we follow different people. Whatever it is, we're going to need a network of people. Now, I've got a small network already. We're going to start doing this. We're going to start writing testing scripts. We're going to do this stuff. We're going to report back to each other. We're going to analyze the data. We're going to make Excel spreadsheets. We're doing this because I don't think anyone else is, at least not that I've found. And if you're doing it, please just drop me a note. Catch me on social media, whatever, because I'd like to hear what you're doing. Maybe we can share what we're doing too. So it's an open network. This is not a business. I'm not trying to make money. I already got 2 businesses and a third partnership working with Social Fresh. I don't need another business. I want this testing data, and I think you want it too. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. There's an email sign-up form on GPlusSEO.net. If you're not there already, go there. If you sign up for the email newsletter, that's where we're going to tell people what we figured out. It's free. So if you want to find out, go to that. That same newsletter and the different social media outlets we have is how we're going to communicate what we're testing. So you don't have to test if you don't want to. It's up to you. You can just get the results and the information. But if you want to get involved, and I hope you will, we're going to let people know through that email newsletter what we're testing. We're going to write testing scripts. We're going to analyze it. I'm also looking for some help with this. I already said I have testers, but I could use some people that are willing to do a little work on this too. Help me write testing scripts, come up with ideas for testing things, analyzing the data, all that stuff. So again, here's the site, GPlusSEO.net. It is the Google Plus SEO testing network that I'm starting today. I'm passionate about it. This is all one take. I know the video is a little long, but I'm just really feel strongly about this. I want to get going on it. So please join the newsletter. And this is our motto. Stop talking, start testing. I'm sick of hearing all this stuff about what people think. Let's find out the truth. Let's start testing. Join me.